Only women and homosexuals can do that. You don't tell me. But and rightly so, because I don't have a right to judge you, because I didn't make you. I don't know what's inside of you. Now, if I translate and roughly define the word Muslim and tell you that Muslim means one who has the nature to submit to the will of God, and you try your best to separate yourself from what the media and everybody else has poisoned your mind with, giving you preconceived notions, then you would say, well, why not? Of course I have that nature. Then you would have to admit, unless you're just plain stubborn, that you're already Muslim. Because Muslim is a name that was given to us by Almighty God. Us not just meaning the people who wear kufis and turbans and thobes and jalabis and play with dhikr beads and all that stuff. I'm talking about everything Allah created is Muslim. So what does it mean for someone to say, I have become Muslim? That's a psychological experience, meaning that from this point on, sister, that means that I am going to do my best to live according to my nature and make my actions coincide with my nature. Because my nature is to submit to the will of God, now my actions must. And so now I must realign myself. You hear it coming, don't you, Master Rob? Now I must realign myself and align myself with the rest of the rightly guided people, the right-minded people, the God-conscious people who want to focus on and dedicate their life to living according to the will and the orders and commandments of the God that created us all. And I'm going to make all of my actions, everything that I say, everything that I do, all of my choices, all of my choices in recreation, all of my choices in entertainment, all of my choices in the clothes that I wear, and the things that I say, and the friends that I choose, and the books that I read, everything now, from this day forward, I'm making an honest effort to make it coincide with the nature in which I have been created. And that's why some people call themselves Muslims, because they're consciously and advertently living in accord with the nature that they've already been created. So everybody's already Muslim. All right? Of course. So what happens? Why, since Islam is so pure and so beautiful, and Islam has the final book, and the final prophet, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we have the Sahih Hadith, and we have the Sirah. We have the best example. We have the prophet that was sent as a mercy to all mankind, not just to one people. If we have all of this, the prophet who was told by Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to use Ibrahim for his example, since we have all of that, why is there so much turmoil in the Muslim world? Why are Muslim babies starving? Let me see the hands of anybody here who was around in 1957. 1957, I was in, I think, about the 5th grade, and we were taking up collections for the care packages. You remember that, man? Care package. You might not remember. You're too young. Yeah, the world's perfect now. And the care packages, some of you may remember, is we would take up collections to send food and supplies to starving children in Africa. All right? In 1957. Do the math. This is 2008. How many years have gone by? Give me some math. 51 years, right? 51 years later, there's still starving babies in Africa. That means that we're now still witnessing the great-great-great-grandchildren of the children that were starving 51 years ago. So the problem hasn't been solved. But still, with all of this starvation, Imam, And with all of this hunger and sickness and disease, all of this homelessness, there are billionaires and castles and palaces and private jets and gold-plated toilet handles on their toilets, right? Bentleys, Rolls Royces. There's Muslims with servants. They got so much money, none of their descendants will ever be able to spend it. But yet there's still hungry children, not only in the Muslim world, but all throughout the general world. Why? Why is it that we haven't solved war? The problem with war, we have Muslims claiming that we're teaching peace, saying assalamu alaikum to each other, and there are Muslims killing each other because one of them calls herself something else. Allah says, we have named you Muslim both before and in this revelation. He didn't say we have named you Shiite or Hanafi or Sufi or Salafi. We named you Muslim. So Muslims attach names to themselves because they think that they know more than God knows. He named us Muslim, not something special. So then we start killing each other in a relentless, meaningless craze. Right? Disobeying even the basic laws of war in Islam. That we're not supposed to kill non-combatants. But we blow ourselves and innocent people up in the name of what? So something is out of line, something's out of whack. And when you hit too many potholes with your car, why do you have to take it to the mechanic? Somebody tell me. Because what has happened? It's out of line. We've been hitting potholes in the human race. And the human community, the Muslims, supposed to be led by the Muslims, is out of line. So it needs to get a front end alignment. Subhanallah. Subhanallah.